Hello, everybody, and welcome to Collins First Up. So the Saints just beat the Baltimore Ravens 24-23, and yes, it was mostly due to the fact that Justin Tucker missed the extra point. And the announcers were saying that he didn't. He made over 200 extra points in a row, saying that he never missed a extra point in his career. And I guess you can count that as a jinx. So thank you, announcers. But honestly, in my opinion, Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the NFL, if not a top three kicker in the NFL. He's definitely the most accurate potential Hall of Famer. I don't know. Not many kickers are in the Hall of Fame, but he's the best kicker that I saw throughout my time watching the NFL. But it's very unfortunate that Justin Tucker missed the extra point. But the Saints really needed this one because if you're looking at their schedule, the Saints play after this game. They go to Minnesota, who are I believe 4-2-1. Then they host the Rams next week, who are now 7-0. Then they go to the Bengals. Then they play the Eagles, who weren't playing very well. But then they host Atlanta. Yeah, I know Atlanta's having a bad season, but a divisional rival, always a tough game for them. If you guys don't watch the Saints Falcons game, you really should. It's underrated. The rivalry's crazy. Then you go to the Panthers. Then you go. Wait, no. Then you go to the Cowboys. Then you go to Tampa Bay. Then you go to the Panthers. Then you host the Steelers, and then you host the Panthers again. So that's a gauntlet of games. Most of them are playoff contenders, including, I guess you can include the Eagles. I guess actually screw it. Don't include the Eagles or the Cowboys. So you're playing four divisional games, and that's a total of four playoff teams. Well, six playoff teams in the next 10 games. So that's extremely tough schedule. Likely the Saints are 5-1 right now. But back to the game that they just played. So Drew Brees was 22 for 30, 212 passing yards and two touchdowns. Still has yet to throw an interception, which is odd considering that Drew Brees usually throws a lot of touchdowns, but he also usually throws a lot of interceptions. So he's having a very efficient season so far. Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram could not get the ball going. And I've been saying that, so right in the beginning of the game, I was saying we can't run on the Ravens. Their front seven is the best front seven in the NFL, in my opinion. Likely, Drew Brees didn't get sacked very often. I can only remember him getting sacked once, but I'm going to be looking at the stats right now. But we had no running game. Alvin Kamara ran it 17 times, surprisingly, considering that usually Mark Ingram has most of the carries, but he only got 64 yards and a touchdown for 3.8 yards per carry. And Mark Ingram had 12 carries for 32 yards, 2.7. Taysom Hill, really underrated player. He's getting a lot of hype recently, nationally at least. Everybody knew what he was coming into the season, based off the preseason, and luckily we have Sean Payne who can really utilize what Taysom Hill is. So he had 6 carries for 35 yards. Yeah, Drew Brees got that 500 passing touchdown, but Taysom Hill has been playing lights out all season, and he was a very important factor in the Saints winning today. And then Drew Brees just had the nail down. Michael Thomas, relatively quiet game, did lead the team in receptions, so with 7 and 69 receiving yards and a touchdown. Next was the rookie with Traquan Smith, the rookie, with 3 receptions for 44 yards. Benjamin Watson, 6 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown. And then Dan Arnold, the undrafted not rookie, but I don't think he played last year, so I guess he's technically rookie. He never played in the NFL before the season, I believe. And he got his first reception ever, according to the announcer, so good for him. And then Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram both had 2 receptions. Defense actually played pretty well. I say actually, but people keep on saying that the Saints defense is bad. No, they proved it with the run defense. people kept on saying it's because their pass rush or the pass protection is so bad. But honestly, the only player that's been playing bad was Ken Crowley, and I guess you can say P.J. Williams. But honestly, the defense has been pretty good. Ken Crowley, he made up for his mistakes. So did P.J. Williams. On 4th and 6, he got a penalty, and then on 4th and 7, or the next fourth end or whatever, he got a pass breakup. So he got redemption. Marshawn Lattimore didn't play fantastic. Still has yet to have an interception, and he has very little pass breakups. But people aren't really passing towards him. I do believe that he got a PI this game, but it's whatever. Sheldon Rankins, uh, it says right here that he didn't get a sack, but I'm pretty sure on the Alex Okafor sack, he got a little bit of that. So I guess he did, according to the stats, he didn't get any, but I would have thought that he would have got a little bit of that sack. And then, like I said before, Alex Okafor got a sack. But honestly, even though we did score 24 points on the best scoring defense in the NFL, I didn't think our offense played that well. I mean, especially in the first quarter, we were bailed, yeah, pretty much bailed out by fake punt. We went 3-and-out, and then fake punt happened. And when we kept on going for it on 4th down over and over again, our efficiency on 3rd down was just awful the whole time. Uh, Ironically, I think our 4th down completions were, I think we were 4 for 6, 4 for 5. So that's extremely good. Sean Payne was very gutsy. Uh, going for it, 4th and whatever on the goal line. We didn't end up getting that, so we were shot on the first quarter. But overall, I think this was a good team win. It looks like we only got one sack. Uh, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Sure, we only got one sack, but the pass rush did get there. It's just the fact that I don't know, they just kind of avoided it. Joe Flacco avoided a lot of sacks, in my opinion. But I felt we got enough pressure on him at times. But it's whatever. But honestly, like I said before, this was a very important win. Going against the Ravens at Baltimore. I'm trying to load the stats for Baltimore, but for whatever reason, okay, there you go. So Joe Flacco was 23 for 39, 279 yards, and 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I would like to have caused a takeaway, but that didn't happen. If anything, you can say anything bad you can say about the Saints defense is that we're not causing takeaways, unfortunately. Uh, Willis Snead had a decent game. Willis Snead had 3 receptions for 23 yards and 1 rushing attempt. And then John Brown, who's one of my favorite wide receivers. I really wanted the Saints to get him when he came from Arizona. That didn't happen. He had 7 receptions for 134 yards, 1 touchdown. And it was mostly in the first half that he went off. In the second half, we kind of took care of him. But like I said before, great win by the Saints. Improvement to go 5-1. Baltimore is a very good team. They're 4-3, and just a really good win by the Saints, which that's what we needed because, like I said before, we're going to Minnesota, where we unfortunately lost. As everybody knows, in the divisional round of the playoffs, stuff for the Minnesota Miracle. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video. Thank you.